Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing the Pan That Pokemon. I haven't done a Pan That Pokemon video in about, wow, almost a month. But we're going to go ahead and do that today. So if you guys are returning viewers, welcome back. And if you guys are new here, my name is Brittany, and on my channel I do makeup tutorials, Dollar Tree hauls, Bath & Body Works hauls, anything makeup, beauty, fragrance related. So if you haven't already, go ahead and consider subscribing to my channel. And right now I'm just applying my face primer. The primer I'm using is my Be Pure Essentially Ageless Primer. And I wanted to explain my Pan That Pokemon series for any new viewers who are watching. So basically, Pan That palette is where I take everything in my project use it up basket, and I will pick a card from this Pokemon card container. I have about 200 to 300 cards in here, and they have all been pre-shuffled, and I will just draw whatever card is on top and create a makeup look based on that character. This is a fairly new series on my channel, and I basically created this because I want to inspire myself to create really colorful, fun makeup. I actually was originally going to just call it Palette Bingo, and I actually thought, you know what if we made it like a card game, or I can do a eyeshadow look based on a character or card. And that's where I basically come up with this idea. I only have 6 videos from this series, but I think this series is going to end up being a few years long because I have a lot of cards to go through. But I also have a lot of makeup, so it kind of works out. And for my eyeshadow primer, I'm just using my Amuse eyeshadow primer. And this I got from Miss A. And on my lips today, I actually started out with wearing my Ioni Lip Plumping Serum in Honey Ginger. This is actually a really nice serum. I really love how it looks on my lips. And it gives you just the smallest tint of color, and I love that. Okay, so I bought something new at the market. I have my new Pokemon, I think it's called Bulbasaur. I thought it would be fun to wear these today because it matches the theme. And I'm obsessed with these. So there's actually a vendor at my local market that she sells all Pokemon earrings. So whenever I'm selling my stuff at the market, I will purchase from her. And she does a really good job on these, and I just absolutely love them. I'm actually going to shuffle these again just because it's been a while since I've done this. Alright, so the character we have, ooh, it looks like we have a special character here. The name of this is Grapploct. So it looks like this one is some type of a squid or octopus, and on the bottom it says, searching for an opponent to test its skills against, it emerges onto land. Once the battle is over, it returns to sea. So I think that's an octopus. And I'm actually going to be taking this card out of its sleeve just a little bit so I can see the colors. And this one looks really interesting. So it has dark blue colors. It has yellow. And this kind of looks like a mauve color. Like a dark plum. So we're going to go ahead and choose those colors. And I hope I have those colors in my little project pan. But it looks like I'm going to have to find some of those colors in other palettes. Okay, so I chose all of the colors that I'm going to use for this look. We have this dark plum color from my NYX Love and Florence palette. And I actually had to go into my makeup stash, and I decided to pull out this Wet n Wild Disney Villains palette, and we're going to be using this dark blue here, and this will be a topper. Next, we have my Cara Beauty palette. And we're going to be using this shade in navy blue. And the brightest yellow that I have in my collection is from my Makeup Revolution Bird of Paradise palette. And we're going to be using this Canary yellow shade. So I think we can make this work. So I think I'm going to start with this plum shade here. So I am going to take this color here. And I'm going to apply it to the crease. And this will kind of be a base color. This is a really pretty shade. So next we're going to be taking that Cara Beauty palette. And we're going to be using this dark navy blue shade. And the name is Navy Blue. And it's just a really, really rich blue. This is actually the richest eyeshadow from this entire palette. So I have to use a very little bit. And we are going to put that in the inner corner. Yeah, you can see how vibrant that is. So we are definitely going to be darkening up that outer corner later. But I'm just kind of getting my base layers before we go back in with the other colors. And then we're going to be taking my Revolution Bird of Paradise palette and using the other side of the makeup brush. I'm going to be taking this yellow shade here in Canary. And I'm going to be... Okay, I have an idea. I'm actually going to be taking my NYX glue, just because I want this to kind of pop. And I'm going to put that on that area, because I'm going to be putting on a metallic shade on top. So I really want that shade to stick. And then we're going to be putting on that shade. And then we're going to be bringing in that yellow and just going slightly over that blue. It's going to kind of create a green shade. And then I'm just going to make it deeper. And then we're going to slightly blend it into that green color. And then I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild Disney palette. And I'm going to basically be applying this metallic blue shade. And we're just going to apply that right over that dark blue color. And you know what? I'm also going to be using my finger because I feel like I would get more of that metallic. And then I'm kind of bringing it over into the yellow. And I'm going to go back in with that dark plum shade. And add in more of that purple. And then we're going to be taking my AOA Studio Emerald Peacock highlighter palette. And with my fingers, I'm going to use this yellow shade here. And I'm just going to put that over that yellow. And you know what? I think I'm going to take this metallic green and apply that right here. Ooh, I love that. All right. And for my bronzer today, I'm going to be using my newest LA Colors bronzer. This is the LA Colors Sculpting Duo Cream in Powder bronzer. And I feel like this does match my foundation. The foundation I'm wearing is my MCO Beauty powder and liquid foundation. And I also added in a little bit of my e.l.f. Halo Glow. And today I'm going to be using one of my Project Pan powder blushes. And then for my powder blush, I'm going to be using my Project Pan Lancome blush in the shade Sheer Amourose. And I picked this one because, I mean, well, first of all, it's in my Project Pan, but I feel like it's just a really simple, everyday blush. I'm not going to go too heavy on the blush today. Alright, that's just the perfect amount of blush. And then for my eyeliner today, I'm going to go with the yellow eyeliner. This is my NYX eyeliner in Cosmic Yellow. So I'm not getting any type of color on this. So I need to sharpen that down. Alright, so I kind of struggle with the sharpener. But look at how messy that is. I used the Dollar Tree sharpener and I'm gonna have to buy a new one because I don't know. I don't like how this sharpens. And you know what? I do have a good sharpener, but I keep losing it. So I'm just going to basically take this little brush and smudge out that color. And I'm going to basically go into my NYX palette again. And I'm just going to add a little bit under the eyes. For my mascara, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Bubble Mascara. And for my highlighter, I'm just gonna use this yellow shade here. Also put some on my eyes or under the brow bone. It gives it a really nice yellowy glow. And then the setting powder I'm using is my Bare Minerals in the shade Clear Radiance. For my lips today, I'm going to be using my NYX Matte Lip Liner in the shade Club Hopper. And this is just a really pretty plum shade. And then we're going to be using the Dollar Tree Le Mercerie lip stain with no name on it. I'm going to be using my Plumberry Tinted Lip Oil. And this is by Ioni from Dollar Tree. So this is my completed look. And I am completely obsessed with this eye look. I feel like all of the colors kind of like complement each other and it's just really colorful. I also love how well they blended. And of course, adding in all of those beautiful shimmers just make it look really, really beautiful. And yeah, this is such like a really good color combination. I guess I could have mixed a white eyeshadow with a yellow eyeshadow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. So thank you so much for watching my video today. Can't wait to do more makeup looks with this little Pokemon series. And I actually have some new makeup palettes coming in the mail, which I'm super excited about. If you like this makeup look, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I love making YouTube videos. I want to eventually get monetized so I can like buy more makeup. Because there's so many makeup palettes that I've been eyeing. But obviously I need to use up the stuff that I have, which is why I created this series. I definitely have to, I keep scratching my chin because I think I have like a pimple or something here. It's kind of gross, but it itches so bad. Yeah, I definitely need to do a Project Pan update video. I was supposed to do one in January, but I've been super busy and it just, sometimes life gets in the way. And hopefully I can get back on track with this, with my Pan That Pokemon, because I told myself I was going to make at least 2 a week, and I haven't done that. But hopefully I can get back on track soon. So before you go, remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to pay it forward. Be kind to people. Be kind to animals. Make sure you go hug your cats. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.